Hey there friends! Welcome back, Inky Arcana here. Today it's another Draw Your OCs video where I draw people's original characters. Well, except the first one, which I actually got a commission and I'm so happy. So, it was something that I'm not used to actually, drawing not a character but an actual person from a photo, which it was simultaneously not as difficult as I thought it would be and more of a challenge. It's kind of weird. It's like it wasn't that hard to draw it, but it was really hard to get it to look right, obviously, because I don't do a very realistic style, so translating some things into a more cartoony or anime way, I can never quite tell if it looks right or not. But anyway, it was really fun, and I was so happy to actually, just that someone is interested in my art enough to pay me for it, made me really happy. And I'd love to be able to do art for a living one day, so this feels like a little step. Anyway, thank you so much to Ashley Norris, as you can see up above the reference photo, their Instagram. And they're actually using, at the time when I took the screenshot of their username and everything, they were using the drawing that I made as their profile picture, so it just makes me so happy that people like my art that much. Anyway, it was definitely interesting, and I feel like good practice to draw from life, from an actual reference photo. And I feel like it's a good thing to be able to do, and so I'm glad that I got to try it out. And it's interesting to notice the things that are different, like the things in my style that I don't usually add in from real life. Like I added quite a bit more shading on the lips and fingernails, which I don't usually draw fingernails, I realized, but she had painted red nails, so I added one. I feel like whenever I do draw fingernails on hands, they look a little weird, but I think it looked okay this time. She was a very beautiful model to draw, so I'm sure that helped. Since my style is already more cutesy, it's probably was way easier to draw a cute girl rather than if I was like trying to draw a buff man with facial hair. It probably would have turned out looking pretty bad. So I'm glad that I got to draw her as one of my first times drawing an actual person. And it was really fun, and I kind of like how it turned out, and it seems like she did, so I'm happy. And next up, we're back with another anime style character to draw, so typical Draw Your OC time. This character also didn't have very much, or it didn't have any information on the post that I saw that was tagged for me to draw, so I can't tell you too much about the character, except that she's pretty cute. I really like the braids and the hair color especially, and the way that it kind of has like those little curly spike thingies, the messy hair. I like how that looked. Usually in my style, like, I wouldn't include those things, that are like a bit more cartoony than how I would usually draw hair or something, but it felt like it was just so important to the character that I had to add those things in exactly how they were. So I hope it looks good. I think it's pretty cute. But for some reason, I don't know, it's been like 3 days since I drew something last, and it feels like just in that short amount of time, my skill as an artist has decreased by so much. I don't know if anyone can really tell, but for some reason, to me, this drawing here, it looks, there's something very off about it to me, and it bugged me because I can't figure out exactly what it is. It just doesn't look quite right. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyhoodle. I was thinking I really like the color of the hair here, and I'm not sure. I was thinking like I would call it a sort of orangish pink, but that's not exactly a color because they're not next to each other on the color wheel, and so maybe it's like a salmon or a peach, but I don't really know what the technical color would be called, and I feel like I should as an artist, but like when you're using paints or crayons, every different one that you use, like they could use the same name for the color, but it'll look different. So anyway, I don't know those fancy names. And we're already to the last character. This one, the reference photo just looked so cool. Like the character looked just freaking awesome. So I wanted to try and draw a more interesting pose for this one. You know, try and match that coolness vibe. So I drew her kind of leaning into the frame and with a cool hand gesture, of course, with that little like I don't know, anime peace sign thingy. And speaking of the hand, for some reason, that glove was so much fun to draw. I don't know why. I don't even know if it looks right, but it was really fun to draw a glove. I don't do that very often. I also loved the color of her hair. I don't know, I just really like orange and red hairs. They're so beautiful. Wait, hairs? That sounds kind of funny. Is that how you would, the plural of like color hair? I don't know. Anyway, it was really fun to draw, and I always wished that I had like red hair. It's just so pretty. And I always, like, in the movies, people would get teased for red hair, and I never understood, like, what, I want that hair. Why would people not like it? But anyway, that is beside the point. I feel like with the hair, actually, when I drew it, it might not look right. It's a bit too messy, or, I don't know. It just, yeah, didn't look quite how I expected it to, but I don't know. I think it's okay, I guess. I was also going to redo the clothes folds and stuff because it looked so messy, but I got kind of lazy because it's just a request, and so I'm like, yeah, whatever, you'll live and learn. Sometimes I wonder if doing voiceovers on these videos actually makes them better, or if it just makes it more annoying. I'm not really sure. But anyway, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Make sure to check the description box below for the creators of all these characters and other good stuff. I hope everyone out there has a good Thanksgiving tomorrow, and I'll see you next time. Love you, bye-bye!